right. Okay, so we are in day 2, essentially day 2, 1.5 for or verdict watch. Officially on verdict watch. Hopefully, oh my god, in the next couple of hours. I think that 11 a.m. is it Eastern, like Virginia time? That's 2 hours ahead of me. So it's 9:45 now. It's 11:45. So this is the minimum amount of time or minimum time that the jury can get back with something, and then I believe it's like an hour after within the next hour type of thing. I think I probably did not say that right at all, but I know like once the jury reaches a verdict, the judge the judge is notified of it, and then within the next hour after the judge is notified is when people should be coming in to get set up and all that kind of stuff. I believe that's how it works. I'm not sure, but okay. I wrote down the jury instructions of what they're all, like literally what they're looking at and how they're coming through or how they're going to come to a decision. This is kind of nerve-wracking. But, so I was looking at it myself and I kind of answered the questions the best I could of how I read it and how I've seen the evidence and like, because, you know, we're all seeing it live, everyone's seeing everything at the same time. So I'm going to read each statement and then the questions, because each of them have three statements that they're making their claim to. And then talk a little bit about damages after from what I've understood and what I've learned. All right, so we're going to start with Depp. Okay, so his claim is, this is more likely than not. From what I understand, this is how you're supposed to read it, like more likely than not. The first statement. I spoke up against sexual violence and faced our culture's wrath. This has to change. So this is Amber's statement. So he's like trying to prove defamation from Amber's statements. First question. The statement was made or published by Ms. Heard. Yes. Yes or no? The answer is yes. Number 2, the statement was about Mr. Depp. Yes or no? Yeah. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. The statement was false. Yes. Again, I'm going by based off of, if I was a juror, going based off the evidence and the timeline and all the discussions and testimony, right? Yes. 4, the statement has a defamatory implication about Mr. Depp. Yes, because I'm saying it's about Mr. Depp, so obviously there's a defamatory inclination, and I'm also saying the statement is false. So yes, yes. Number 5, the defamatory implication was designed and intended by Ms. Heard. Yes, because it was written by Ms. Heard. Number 6, due to circumstances surrounding the publication, it conveyed a defamatory implication to someone who saw it other than Mr. Depp. So how I'm reading that is that if someone else was reading it, they're also implying, or they're also reading it as a defamatory implication against Mr. Depp. It's not just Mr. Depp feeling it defamatory against him. Other people are reading it thinking that it's defamatory against Mr. Depp. That's how I'm reading the question. I don't know if that's right, but that's how I'm reading it. Like, so, yeah, and so I'm saying yes, because it's defamatory. If I was reading it, I'd be like, holy shit, she's really like knocking Johnny around there. Yes, that's defamatory. So yes to that. So the statement was made and published by Ms. Heard. Yes. The statement was about Mr. Depp. Yes. The statement was false. Yes. The statement has a defamatory implication about Mr. Depp. Yes. The defamatory implication was designed and intended by Ms. Heard. Yes. Due to circumstances surrounding the publication, it conveyed a defamatory implication to someone who saw it other than Mr. Depp. Yes. Do you find that Mr. Depp has proven by clear and convincing evidence that Ms. Heard acted with actual malice? Yes. So, what I understand, legally, malice is not about vitriol or anything like that. It's about making a statement knowing that it is false. Making a statement to harm someone else knowing that it is false. This is a more probable than not question. And my answer is yes, malice it is. And you can also tell it with her whole statement, her whole demeanor. Freaking ridiculous. Anyway. Okay, number 2, the second statement. Then 2 years ago, I became a public figure representing DA and felt the full force of our culture's wrath for women who speak out. All right, I'm going to read that again. Then 2 years ago, I became a public figure representing domestic abuse, DA, and felt the full force of our culture's wrath for women who speak out. First question. The statement was made or published by Ms. Heard? Yes. The statement was about Mr. Depp? I'm going to say yes. The statement was false. Because it said 2 years ago, so this was 2 years after the divorce, and also 2 years that she went into the courthouse to get a domestic, or to get a restraining order due to DA, right? And, People Magazine and all that kind of stuff, that was 2 years ago. So, yes, that's when you became the public figure. And you are a public figure, that's what happened. The statement was false. The statement is, the way the statement is worded, I actually should not put that there. Then 2 years ago, I became a public figure representing DA and felt the full force of our culture's wrath for women who speak out. I don't think that statement is false because of the way it's worded. So I think that her, like the knowledge behind it, like the actual, like the fact if she's a recipient of DA, I think that's false. But because of the public's perception, and she is a public figure, and XYZ happened in the public eye, yes, she became a public figure representing blah, 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 right? So that statement, I don't think the statement is false. I just think that whatever happened behind it is false, if that makes sense. So that's a no. The statement has a defamatory implication about Mr. Depp. Yes. And I say yes because of the fact that the statement was about him. And I know that it's about him, or we all know it's about him because of the timeline. It just made sense because the entire public knows exactly who you're talking about. Because in which you said, oh, what happened to me, everything that happened to me after. It's like, what happened to you after? What happened to you after? The whole purpose of your divorce and your restraining order was because of these implications. So it made no sense. Okay, sorry. I got a call and I got all thrown off there. Okay, so we're on statement number 2. 2 years ago, I became a public figure representing domestic abuse and felt the full force of our culture's wrath for women who speak out. The statement was made by Ms. Heard. Yes. The statement was about Mr. Depp. Yes. The statement was false. The way it's worded and the way the public perceived, no, it's not. It's not false. But the implications behind it, or the history behind it, yes, they are false. The statement has a defamatory implication about Mr. Depp. Yes. The defamatory implication was designed and intended by Ms. Heard. Hell yes. Due to circumstances surrounding the publication of the statement, it conveyed a defamatory implication to someone who saw it other than Mr. Depp. Yes. Yes. Mm-hmm. I don't think there's a malice question. If there's a malice question, then the answer is yes. I don't believe so. I may have missed it. I may have missed the malice question because I think that's kind of like just an all summing at the end of it for every statement. But if there's malice, yes. If there's a malice question, yes. The third statement. So I think number 2 might be a hard one for him. The first one for sure I think he's going to get right off the bat. Number 2 may be harder just because of the way the perception, just because of the perception of her position at that time based off of what people knew. Number 3. I had the rare vantage point of seeing in real time how institutions protect men accused of abuse. I had the rare vantage point of seeing in real time how institutions protect men accused of abuse. Was he protected? Because that was a forest fire that went like crazy, and didn't he get dropped from Disney pretty quickly there? I mean, pretty quick he got dropped from Disney. Dior, no, he's good with Dior. Warner Brothers, before the UK trial, which is not part of this, but before the UK trial, I believe with Fantastic Beasts, like there was a statement I believe from J.K. Rowling about how, like, you know, they stand by their people and all that kind of stuff, and then so he was staying on, and then all of a sudden, like, it was starting to get really, really, there was a lot of heat, so I think Warner Brothers dropped him after that, like after it started getting built up. So he wasn't protected. I mean, he lost jobs, and you know, like his kids were being implicated. You know, like like it's just like, no, I don't think he was protected. Questions. The statement was made and published by Ms. Heard. Yes. The statement was false. Yes. Yes, it was. The statement is about Mr. Depp. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, it was. The statement has a defamatory implication about Mr. Depp. Fuck yes. Yes. I understand defamation is very hard to prove, but based off like all of the evidence that's come in, this is the jury reading and doing these instructions as it comes in. The defamatory implication was designed and intended by Miss Heard. Yes. Yes, it was. Due to circumstances, number 6, due to circumstances surrounding the publication of the statement, it has conveyed a defamatory implication to someone who saw it other than Mr. Depp. Yes. Again, how I'm reading that is if somebody else is reading the statement, they're thinking that it's defamatory against Mr. Depp. Not against me, against Mr. Depp. That's how I'm reading that question. Do you find, number 7, do you find that Mr. Depp has proven by clear and convincing evidence, like more probable than not, that Miss Heard acted with actual malice? Yes. Done with that. So that's Mr. Depp. Okay? So I think that he's got a point on number 3. So 1 and 3, I think, 1 for sure, because that is the statement, that's the headline. Yeah, that's the headline of the op-ed. Okay, and I do believe that he's definitely got it, like, I think it's unanimous that he's got a point for that. For number 2, no, because of the way it's worded. Again, the history of regards to how she became a representative of, or public figure representing SA. All that shit is bullshit, but the public didn't know that at that time. So yes, she did, under false pretenses. I had rare vantage point of seeing in real time how institutions protect men accused of abuse. Number 3, I do think that he could have a point for that one. All right, now we're talking about the Waldman statements. This is for Amber. So her statements are, she's got 3 as well. And they're very lengthy, holy crap. But I just summarized it. So AH and friends in the media used fake SV allegations as both sword and shield depending on their needs. They have selected some of her SV hoax facts as the sword, inflicting them on the public and Mr. Depp. 1. Mr. Waldman, while acting as an agent, made or published the statement. The way that's worded, if you're a lawyer, you are an agent. But I don't believe that they proved that he was acting as his agent, like he wasn't being ordered by Mr. Depp to make these statements. I don't think that. I don't think they proved that. So I'm going to say no to that. As an agent, yes. But you're talking about the statement, so this is referring to the statement. I don't believe that they've proven without a doubt, or in any way at all, that Mr. Waldman acted in Mr. Depp's favor as instructed by Mr. Depp to, or by Johnny to make those statements. So I'm going to say no to that. He's not an agent for that. Number 2, the statement was about Miss Heard. Yeah, because it says right in there, Amber Heard. The statement seen by someone other than Miss Heard. Yep. The statement was false. No, it was not. Based off all the testimony and evidence, fuck no. The statement is not false. The police, like, just no. Do you find that Miss Heard has proven by clear and convincing evidence that Mr. Depp acted with actual malice? No. No. Moving on. No. Number 2. This is another long one. Ambush/hoax was to set up Depp by calling the cops. First attempt didn't work as officers, again I'm paraphrasing, as officers saw nothing of concern on property or person. Amber and friends spilled some wine, wrapped up the place, and got their story straight under their legal direction and publicists. And that's really sketchy. It's like, really, like your lawyer told you to do that, like, and your publicist told you to do that. That's fucking shady anyway. And then placed a second call to 911. And then with all the statements with Io calling the police from New York, not Josh Drew, not Raquel, whatever. Number one, was Waldman acting as an agent for Mr. Depp made public? No. No, I don't, like, you can't prove that. Was statement about Miss Heard? Yes. Was the statement false? No. Was the statement seen by someone other than Miss Heard? Yes. Was actual malice? No. The cops came and said they saw nothing. They saw nothing. The testimony and the body cam said nothing. They saw nothing. So, screw y'all. You can obviously tell what you know what team I'm on. But still, that's just how it reads. That's how I'm reading it. So, was it a setup with the police? Yes, it was absolutely a setup. Like, they spilled wine everywhere. Like whatever. I spill wine all over the place. You're gonna, like, sometimes I do spill wine. You're gonna call the cops on me? You're gonna say, like, somebody abused me? Like, whatever. Number 3. We have reached the beginning of the end of Miss Heard's abuse hoax against Johnny Depp. An agent I'm still saying no. I'm still saying no because you can't prove it. But was he acting as an agent in general? Yeah, I don't think he was sent, but as an agent, yeah, okay, fine. Yeah, he was an agent of Johnny Depp. I don't think he was sent like a dog over there to. I don't think Mr. Depp told him to say these things. I don't think so because you can't even prove it. You cannot prove it. Maybe he's looking out for his client's best interest and talked about it. Sure. Was he told to do that by Mr. Depp? I don't think so. And you can't prove it. You haven't proven anything. You have not proven that. Was it about Miss Heard? Yes. Was it seen by others? Yes. Was the statement false? Kind of a yes or no, because I don't, even if Amber loses, or when Amber loses, not if, when she loses, I think she's going to appeal, depending on, like, how bad it is. But I think, like, when she loses, I think that she's going to appeal. So I don't think it's the end of it for her. I think she's still going to go after it because she's a narcissist, and that's what narcissists do. Like, they just, she wants her story heard. She wants to be right. She wants people to believe her, blah, blah, blah. So depending on, I hope she doesn't because she has a baby, and I really hope that she just focuses on the baby and just says, you know what, girl, I'm going to work on small independent films. I'll get, like, another job somewhere else, and, like, you and I are going to live in the desert, and we're going to have a great time. She needs help. She needs to just calm down. She needs help. She needs to just be at peace. Like, love herself, love her kid, be a good mom. Like, I really hope that for her. I really do. And it's really sad because I do think that she was messed up somewhere along the way. But I hope she gets help. I hope she finds peace and love. And again, like, has fun raising her kid and enjoys mom life. That's what I hope for her. I really do hope for her. But is it the beginning of the end? God, I hope so. So it's kind of like yes or no for me on that one. But was the statement false? I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no to that. Seen by others? Yes, I've already said that. Actual malice proven by Miss Heard? No. There's no malice. So that's it. Those are the 3 statements for each side. Kind of like rushed through the end of it, but I got to get going. And we are on verdict watch, man. Like, I know it's coming, like, soon, so it's like, holy crap. I'm hoping soon. I'm hoping it comes today, because if it comes tomorrow while I'm driving to Canmore for a wedding, I will lose my shit. And then we go into damages. So punitive damages is, like, are the damages awarded, not to, but because of the wrongdoer. Like, the wrongdoer pays the other person, like the winner, damages as a way to deter them from engaging in unlawful, lawful misconduct in the future. Like, that's what I read. That's what I wrote down. That's what it means. And the max, and this is for civil litigation, and the max in Virginia is $350K. And then compensatory damages are Johnny's lost earnings from the plaintiff. But and I hope that he gets at least the divorce settlement back and the $50 million he's asking for, even though he's not asking for any. He's not really asking for money. They put a dollar figure on it, but he doesn't want the money. But I hope he. No, maybe not the $50 million. But definitely for Pirates, what he lost for Pirates, and what he paid her in the divorce. And then obviously the punitive damages. But that's what I hope he gets. He gets what he lost for Pirates minimum, and the divorce settlement back. Because this girl took him for a ride and used him and abused him, and she needs help. He's getting his life back. Hope she gets her life back, but like she really tried to ruin him, and she really tarnished him for a while. And he's always going to be associated with this, and that's terrible. That's fucking terrible. But he's got a shit ton of support, and I hope that like they separate, like they just separate. I understand that from what I hear that he's got like possible Beetlejuice 2 coming out. He's got a movie deal coming. He's probably got lots of shit like waiting, like banging on his door. He's probably got a lot of I just used the word shit. No, he's probably got a lot of movie deals and offers coming at him, like left, right, and center. The public is in love with him, like still in love with him, fully like more engaged with him, and like he was already on tour, like surprising like a band in, I can't remember where he's playing, but in the UK. So I think he's going to be doing great. He's going to be doing great, and I hope that, honestly, I hope they both find peace. But yeah, I don't think Amber's got nothing on her $100 million claim. Like, give me a break. She's got nothing on her claim. She can't prove anything. And quite frankly, like, her testimony was bonkers. Her testimony, her friend's testimony, they were bonkers. I think they were all like conniving, backstabbing, like freeloaders, and it was awful. It was terrible. It was awful. It was disgusting, and it was unnecessary, absolutely unnecessary. So, anyway, that is what I have to say in regards to the jury instructions. So I'm glad I was able to write them down and just kind of go through them. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to seeing what goes on, and I have some other videos I want to do in regards to how I feel about like the witnesses and things like that. So I will get into that later. But you guys, we'll see. We'll see verdict watch. So we will see you guys in the next one. Oh, justice for Johnny. Here we go. Bye, guys. Thanks.